Hello people of the world, if you are new here, my name is Brunel. If you are not new, then welcome back. So Makeup Revolution have got another eyeshadow palette out. This is the Reloaded Iconic 1.0 revamped with 3 new eyeshadows in there. It's now £5. Is it worth the £5? Should you bother buying it? We're going to actually try this makeup look and I'm going to give you my thoughts about this particular palette. So keep on watching. Foundation I'm wearing is the Juvia's Place foundation in color Malawi. That's the one I'm wearing. Right, I'm just going to use a fluffy brush from Morphe. It hasn't got a name on it, unfortunately. And I'm going to dip into the only color I can actually dip into, unfortunately, which is this shade here. That one. Like a grey taupey type shade, that one. And I'm just going to dip in. Let's see how much fallout there is. How much? Okay, one little dip and you get the colour. And there isn't much fallout, but I need to go back in. And I'm just gonna pack that in my crease line, and on my eyes as a base I've already got the Too Faced concealer in the color Chestnut. So as you can see, it is pigmented. I would have liked something a little bit lighter, even if it was cool tone, just a little bit lighter, but we don't have anything at all. I just got to blend it and keep blending, since I can't use any other color as a transition shade, because the other one is a little bit greeny, so it won't go, and then the other one is just too light for my skin tone. Okay, this definitely needs something else, so I'm gonna go in with this dark one here. Now it is a shimmer shade, but I'm gonna try it first of all with a brush and see if I can just use that on the outer corner, and just gonna dab that on the outer corner. It is there, but because it's a shimmer shade, I don't think it's going to work that way. So let's try it with my finger. Yeah, and I'm just gonna pack that. It is very pigmented. Trying to blend a shimmer shade is hard work. That particular shade, yeah, it's not matte, but it's not intensely shimmery. It's kind of makes it a bit difficult because it's in between. I would have either preferred it for it to be intensely shimmery so you can get to see it properly, or to be matte so I can use it to blend, because it's in between, it makes it very difficult. But hopefully it will turn out okay. Moving on to the final shade, which is going to be this one here. I'm going to apply that with my finger from the inner corner of my eye, and just I'm going to apply that from the inner corner of my eye to most of my eyelid. Ooh, it is really soft. And really well pigmented. Needs a bit of effort, needs a bit of building up slowly but surely. Not as intense as I'm normally used to. This is more kind of a really soft kind of shimmer, But I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of that deeper shade. Alright, as usual, I'm going to finish off my face off camera, which to just put the normal black eyeliner, mascara, and you know, finish off my face. The color that I'm going to use underneath is just the one shade, unfortunately, which is this one here. Right, this is a finished look. On my lips, I've got, of course, these two combined together. I've got Lisa Eldridge in Velvet Midnight and Velvet Muse put together, and voila. And that's the combination on my lips. You guys are bored hearing that again and again. Anyway, so I'm just gonna give you some random swatches from the palette itself. I'll try and be as neat as possible, but I am terrible, and I mean terrible, at doing swatches. And that one's not bad. Yeah. And so actually some of them do swatch really, really nicely. Some are obviously clearly much more obvious than others. A lot of softer formula as well. They sort of glide onto the eyelids, and those are the colors that I did not go for in particular. So that's that. But without going into the whole eyeshadow palette, would I recommend buying this palette? It's a no. I love Makeup Revolution stuff. For me, the Revolution Reloaded palettes are my most favorite products out the whole Makeup Revolution or Revolution Beauty range. I absolutely love these. However, I see when I'm read through on their website, say the 3 more shades added. For me, this one is a failed on many grounds. First of all, I am sure those Reloaded palettes used to be £4. I see you, Makeup Revolution. I see you trying to sneak in under the radar, putting up by £1 to £5. Now, maybe that have added more colors, and now I've not counted how many kind of shades they had before prior to these ones here. But I know the prices creeped up to £5 when it used to be £4. I see you. Apart from that as well, 15 eyeshadows in total, only 4 which are mattes, and the mattes are not sort of cohesive. And for me, when you've got an eyeshadow palette, and I don't care how cheap it is or how expensive it is, unless an eyeshadow palette has been specifically made for shimmers and therefore you have to go elsewhere for your mattes, for me, I don't see the point in having an eyeshadow palette where I have to go elsewhere in order to go and get my transition shades. I should be able to get that together, because the whole thing should be made to create looks. And for me, especially with my skin tone, I could get over using this shade as I've used, but it still looks a bit I could do with having another shade like this but slightly lighter. That would have made life easier. This one I could probably use, but the others are matte as well. So for me, it's just not, it just doesn't quite, it doesn't do it justice. It really does not cover enough of it. Yeah, and that one is also a shimmer shade as well. So when I wanted to, if I wanted to use the golds and the greens, I've only got this shade here, which is not dark enough for me to do anything with. Now, obviously, if you are a fairer skin, you might be able to get away with more of these color shades. Or if you were going to use a shade like this, your dark skin, on your lid to create a particular look, fair enough. But as transition shades go, they're not there. As the pigmentation itself, I can't complain. They are pigmented. So if you're going to buy the Reloaded eyeshadow palettes, know that the pigment's there, which is why I absolutely adore them. I just don't see the point in having to go for this one. And by the way, they did have 2 other Reloaded eyeshadow palettes as well. Iconic 2 I saw as well. And there was another colourful one, which somehow seems to have disappeared. Now that I've gone back onto the website, it's not showing under part of new releases. So I don't know why. But even a Reloaded Iconic 2 that I saw, it had some brown shades and some other stuff that just, for me, when I looked at it, I thought, well, actually, I don't see anything unusual or different about this. And also, similar to this, the mattes wouldn't have worked for my skin tone. Probably put one particular shade and that's it. So for me, there was no point buying it. yeah, so that's my conclusion. Obviously, you guys, as usual, do what you want. I'll bring you guys these palettes and these reviews, and then you can make up your own mind. If you found today's video if you found today's video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I do appreciate it very, very much. I talk with my hands a lot, so I do apologize. Yeah, whatever. Thank you, people. Stay safe, be happy, and you guys will see me on Sunday for a nice and quick video, 6 p.m. Bye.